Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, yes. Yesterday, we did a detailed analysis on Sabatia Member of Parliament, Alfred Agoi's allegations that they advised Musalia Mudavadi to go all the way to the ballot. But Musalia chose to join William Ruto because he had no funds for his presidential campaigns. That's an analysis we did yesterday. So today, Musalia Mudavadi landed in the country and actually dismissed or rather rubbished all those allegations by Sabatia Member of Parliament, Alfred Agoi. And that's a story that has also been captured by K24. Mudavadi dismissed claims that he joined DP Ruto due to lack of campaign resources. I didn't join Ruto, he joined me, Musalia Mudavadi. So in this video, I want us to understand, or rather to see in clear terms, what is exactly happening in Musalia's party and largely in Kenya Kwanza Alliance. Why is Musalia Mudavadi disowning his home member of parliament who has been a very close ally of him? What is actually happening here? If you look at Musalia Mudavadi, then you look at Alfred Agoi, then you look at Musalia Mudavadi's past political behaviors and demeanors, then I can say categorically clearly here that Musalia Mudavadi is actually lying. Alfred Agoi appears to be more realistic than Musalia Mudavadi. And I'm saying that because also some times back, we saw Cleophas Malala uttering some words in Eldoret, after which Musalia Mudavadi denied those words or rather denied those remarks by Malala, and then eventually he just did what Malala might have been insinuating some times back. So in this case, I might be tempted to actually conclude that in this exchange of words between Mudavadi and Alfred Agoi might be saying the truth. Musalia Mudavadi is actually lying here. So in this video, I want us to analyze and see why is Musalia Mudavadi now disowning Alfred Agoi's remarks, while largely Alfred Agoi's remarks, from where I see it, might be true. The first reason, Mudavadi wants to create a perception that is still on the presidential race, or rather is still in the race. And the main reason for that is that Musalia Mudavadi, from where I sit, yes, I always say where I sit, is maybe not very sure of his political future in Kenya Kwanza Alliance. Because in the recent days, there are some political activities that have been clearly showing that most likely Kenya Kwanza might lose this year's presidential election. So Musalia Mudavadi, with that realization, I'm seeing a Musalia Mudavadi who is a little bit confused. He does not know whether to remain in Kenya Kwanza Alliance or actually to bolt out, to go all the way to the ballot. Musalia just wants to leave his options open so that in the event of anything, or rather in case of anything, he can just still go all the way to the ballot. Because by actually admitting that actually joined William Ruto, he is just maybe closing doors on any attempt, or rather on any option of him going to all the way to the ballot. And that's also largely because if you look at Musalia Mudavadi, in 2013, we saw Musalia Mudavadi joining William Ruto and Uhuru Kenyatta. After which they were meant, we were told that they were to have some deal. And then we saw Musalia Mudavadi actually bolting out. So in 2022, I won't conclude that Musalia is fully in William Ruto's camp. Musalia is still weighing his option. I know it's a hard decision to make, but I'm seeing a Musalia Mudavadi who might be rethinking the decision he made. He might be regretting. So he does not want actually to box himself that now it's a done deal, he cannot contest for the presidency. He's leaving that option open in case of anything. And then secondly, I'm also seeing a Musalia Mudavadi who is clearly parting ways with Alfred Agoi. And you know, Agoi plans on contesting, or rather plans to contest for Vihiga gubernatorial seat. And the ground there is largely Raila Amolo Odinga. So Alfred Agoi in this case, I'm seeing a split between Musalia Mudavadi and Alfred Agoi. These two politicians, maybe something is just cooking. There might be some disagreement between these two politicians. And now Alfred Agoi, just as I did indicate yesterday, is just setting up Musalia Mudavadi. Agoi is just sanitizing himself from Musalia Mudavadi. And then, if you look also at this, Alfred Agoi is saying this, and then Musalia saying this, it's also very clear that Alfred Agoi, from where I sit, Alfred Agoi, from where I sit, yesterday just exposed Musalia Mudavadi as a sellout. So Musalia Mudavadi is just trying to kill that. Musalia Mudavadi does not want to be seen as a sellout, because now in the event, the good people of Western see him as a sellout, then that's actually going to complicate matters for Musalia's political future, and even in this year, because now he won't be able maybe to convince even his people in Western to actually support or vote for William Ruto. So Musalia Mudavadi is also just sanitizing himself from being seen as a sellout, somebody who just joined William Ruto because of money. That's why Musalia is now just disowning Alfred Agoi. And then another reason, it's also clear that Mudavadi is lying to Kenyans. Yes, because just as I've stated when we were starting, Alfred Agoi appears to be more realistic and more truthful. Alfred Agoi appears to be more realistic and more truthful, because it's not only Alfred Agoi who has actually come out to claim that actually they advised Musalia Mudavadi to go all the way to the ballot. Even some leaders who dumped Musalia Mudavadi, the likes of, in fact, a majority of leaders, this one, Ayub Sabula, I mean. Ayub Sabula also made some almost similar claims on Musalia Mudavadi. And even also former Speaker Kenneth Marende. And they are all in agreement that actually they told Musalia Mudavadi to go all the way to the ballot, but Musalia chose to join William Ruto. And Marende, in fact, some weeks back, was very candid that actually they advised, or rather they told Musalia Mudavadi that joining William Ruto was a no-go zone. Yes. So it's also very clearly, or rather clear, that Musalia Mudavadi is just lying to Kenyans, and that exposes largely that Musalia Mudavadi in the recent days maybe is changing. There are some traits of Musalia Mudavadi that maybe Kenyans never knew. But now upon joining William Ruto, it's now coming out clearly that Musalia is also just an ordinary politician. He is just an ordinary liar. And in this case, Musalia Mudavadi is actually lying to Kenyans. Yes. And then before I conclude, looking at Musalia's response, it's also very clear that Musalia is actually now petty. Musalia is not politically mature or politically smart. Responding to such claims, you know, Musalia is now reducing himself to the level of maybe now a member of parliament. That now they are exchanging now, this member of parliament saying this, and then Musalia Mudavadi coming out to say this. I think that also just exposes Musalia as now being petty. Yes, it's just being petty. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, just as I did indicate when we were starting, in case you've bumped here for the very first time, and so far you have not yet subscribed, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. And to our fans, our subscribers here. I'm very much humbled, very grateful for the kind of support you're giving me here. God bless you. God bless Kenya. To those who are watching us outside Kenya, drop a comment. Let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya.